Merry Christmas to Gary Dewitt and Cal Dewitt, the Dewitt family from Madison, Wisconsin in general. Cal is a professor, is or was environmental professor originally from Calvin College. Cal from Calvin. But then I met his son, got to know his son a little bit, his son Gary, because Gary owned a house in Grand Rapids and was renting it out to Calvin students when I returned there later on as a graduate student returning to Calvin Seminary actually. And I stayed there for a year and stayed in the house owned by Gary. And I didn't really even see Gary that much, but he didn't like me, so I got out of there. I was leaving anyways, but he didn't make it very nice as I was leaving. I don't know why. Never had any problems with never interacted with him. Maybe there was some gossip that he picked up that made him dislike me. Maybe he didn't like it that I was leaving. Sometimes people will do that. They'll turn on you if you leave because they think you're leaving because you think you're going somewhere better or whatever. I was leaving because I had obligations back here in California, which I had to take care of. Calvin Seminary and Calvin College, in Grand Rapids. I grew up there. Our family lived there for many years. My brother still lives there. My sister still lives in West Michigan, St. Joseph, not too far from Grand Rapids. All the relatives on my mom's side still live there, and the Peters, and they still own the Butterball there in Grand Rapids. I left because I had to leave. I had obligations, commitments, as they say, which I can't explain. Can't explain. Think it's ba ba beep ba. Anyways, I lived there with Gary and Jotham. Jotham was one of the other roommates, not roommates. I had my own room there. That was nice. Big house, one of those big old East Town houses, you know. He fixed it up. And Abe Steen lived there. Also a kid named, what was his name? Kid from Stockton. Joel something. From Stockton. He loved surfing and he'd go out and surf on Lake Michigan in the winter. I grew up in Michigan. We never surfed there. We never went even swimming in the winter, in the late fall. And if you go in the winter, it gets frozen over there, and there's no surfing or anything else. Climb the icebergs. Pretty nice, picturesque there in the winter, although it's ice cold, of course. So, and also there was another Joel in the house, Joel LeGrand. That's it. I think he was the LeGrands have a big clan there in Grand Rapids. I think his cousin, maybe it was his brother or maybe it was his cousin. I don't know. There's another LeGrand my age. Jim? Is it Jim LeGrand? Anyways, we had a big house full of people there. A boatload, as they say. And Gary lived in one of the rooms, too. He had a girlfriend. Here's Sony Pictures Studios. One time I took a trip later on after many years later. I went to Madison area and looked up the Dewitt house near Madison, not actually in Madison, but south of Madison, I think it was. Old country house. not like old, not like poor. I'm just saying it was nice, nice country house, beautiful. And and so that's how I know Gary and Cal. That's about it. Merry Christmas to you. I hope you all know Jesus Christ as Savior. I know it's easy growing up as Christians, growing up in the church, I should say, and assuming you're Christians because you're part of the CRC community. But you really got to make a specific intention to commit your life to Christ to make it real. I mean, I grew up in the CRC, and my dad was a pastor, and my grandfather was a pastor. It was easy to be Christian by default, but I'm not sure that's going to be enough. I had to make a decision later on, and went to seminary, transferred to Fuller Seminary. Life became much more difficult, no doubt about it. But I hope it'll pay off in the end. Not that I'm trying to earn my way to heaven, but if we don't have works because of our faith, what do we have? If we don't have fruit on the vine, what do we have? So, Merry Christmas to all the Dewitt family. God be with you and bless you.